Welcome to Love God, Love Others. Care for all the Lord has taught, and He will care for you. He is our provision, our protector, our power, because it's all His. Become a part of our 5-minute Bible study overview and read 4 chapters a day, except for Sundays, to learn His way to love God, love others. Today's episode continues Leviticus with chapters 23 through 26. Leviticus 23 reminds us of God's Sabbaths and feasts. There are 6 days when you may work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath of rest, a day of sacred assembly. When you reap the harvest of your land, do not reap to the very edges of your field or gather the gleanings of your harvest. Leave them for the poor and the alien. All of these are to be kept along with all Sabbaths: Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of First Fruits, Feast of Weeks, which is also called Feast of Pentecost, Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement, and finally Feast of Tabernacles. These are the Lord's appointed feasts, which you are to proclaim as sacred assemblies for bringing offerings made to the Lord by fire. Question: will I proclaim all God has done? Leviticus 24 points out punishments. If anyone curses his God, he will be held responsible. Anyone who blasphemes the name of the Lord must be put to death. The entire assembly must stone him. Whoever kills an animal must make restitution, but whoever kills a man must be put to death. If anyone injures his neighbor, whatever he has done must be done to him. Oh, Old Testament. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Talk about personal accountability. Question: would I be more reverent of God under Old Testament accountabilities? Leviticus 25 shares treatment of others and the land itself. Do not take advantage of each other, but fear your God. I am the Lord your God. But in the 7th year, the land is to have a Sabbath of rest, a Sabbath to the Lord. Then after the seventh, which is 49 years, consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty throughout the land to all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you. Don't sow, don't prune, don't reap in the 7th year. Eat directly from the fields. Land purchase and sale was based on years from or years to the jubilee, but land sale was normally not permanent. It's all God's, and it may be redeemed. Question: do I treat everyone and everything as the Lord's? Leviticus 26 reaps results of actions. But if they will confess their sins and the sins of their fathers, then when their uncircumcised hearts are humbled and they pay for their sin, I will remember my covenant with Jacob and my covenant with Isaac and my covenant with Abraham, and I will remember the land. If you follow my decrees and are careful to obey my commands, I will send you rain in its season, and the ground will yield its crops. But if you do not listen to me and carry out all these commands, then I will do this to you: sudden terror, wasting disease, plant and work in vain. Break your pride, then multiply these by 7 times 7. Avenge with plague, cut off food, bring on the sword, multiply, yes, again, 7 by 7. Eat your children, wipe you out. Then the land will enjoy its Sabbath years. Question: am I following and confessing or punishing myself? Be reverent to the Lord. Hold him holy. Do not take advantage of each other. treat everyone and everything as if it's God's, because it is. Follow and obey, confess and repent, and then share it all when you love God, love others. Everything else is the opportunity to do these two. Until next time.